Ah, just enjoying the relaxing sounds of the swamp. Forgetting about our worries. Forgetting about back and forth. Going from point A to point B and back again. To pick up the next bauble. To progress. To talk to the right person. To advance the story. And listening to a very persistent seagull. Well, enough of that. It's Digimon World 3 time. Junior doesn't have time for this. He has to finish before his presumably summer break is over. I should have stopped walking so that I could keep talking without being interrupted. Presumably that's how he is able to stay in the game for so long. And I've also moved my microphone position. I think I like this new positioning just a little better. I think it's recording me better. I'm never satisfied. But every time I make an adjustment, I'm usually disproportionately glad of the change. So I think it's picking me up a little better. I don't know. I moved it from the side of my mouth to below, pointing up. And I don't know, something about it just sounds better to me. Well, I saw somebody else. It's because this is getting too much behind the curtain stuff. Why don't we set off for our next destination? So we're trying to get to Bio Swamp. Tranquil. We need to... What did we do last time? We got the Agumon DDNA. And we need to find a cat that was in Bio Swamp. That's right. Is that where we are? Or I think we just talked to... No, here, we're in Phoenix Bay. We talked to a girl about a missing cat. Where's Bio Swamp? I can see Bulk Swamp. Well, let's go over there. Yeah, this is a... No, this is not where we go. Oh, wait. No, we do have to go through Jungle Grave, unfortunately. I better make sure that I actually did talk to the girl. This is a very common mic. I saw somebody using it. Sure, SM57. And they had it below as well. Yep, okay. We did talk to Nami. And they sounded pretty good, and they know what they're doing. I, on the other hand, don't really know what I'm doing as far as mic placement, as probably has come through over the course of many videos. Always nice to be continually learning, and there's plenty of room for improvement. Haven't yet hit that first plateau that always happens with any new thing. The plateau of stagnation. I always mess up here. Okay. So not to be confused with the bulk swamp, we want the BIOS swamp. Yes. This is our swamp. We can fish here if we want to. We will probably end up fighting... Who is it that we always get? Seadramon? Oh, we just get Seadramon without fishing. Ooh. A gazebo. That's probably not the right term. Look at this. There's not... See, I really... As I mentioned, I as much as I think this is maybe not such a great game, the more I play it, I still keep coming back to the art. I just love this style. And they just put this thing in the right here. Like, it doesn't serve any purpose other than it looks nice. It adds character to the area. Digimon is always... In Digimon World 1 too, like the area design always just felt really... Actually, this does serve a purpose. Probably... didn't the girl mention that something is hidden here? Yep. Maybe Sepimon can help. We did not see a cat. Oh. Should we really be spending time as Kyukimon? I think we should not. Because Kyukimon is Kodamon's kind of main evolution line. Digivolution line. Digivolution. So we should really be Greymon. Because the main evolution line, the only requirement is your actual Digimon level reaches a certain point, and then you access, you know, we have Ultimate now. Does this game go beyond Ultimates? Let me think. So, Metal Greymon is the ultimate for Agumon, and then what comes after Metal Greymon? Is it War Greymon? And then what is that called? I'm forgetting the names of the stages. Oh. No, we don't go here. We want to go to Sepikmon. I'm guessing once we hit maybe skill level 10 or 15 with Greymon, probably something happens. Ask my friend Baronmon about bombs. Baronmon is good at making bombs. Baronmon? Guess where Baronmon is? He's not here. No, that would be too easy. No. Baronmon is at the Protocol Ruins. Isn't that nice? Well, hey. At least we get to make progress on our Digivolutions. And we're actually walking and doing something. It beats me. What was basically, I think the previous episode was just me grinding for like over half of the episode. I say me, no, I'm breaking the let's play illusion. I need to say we are doing things. I want to say we, but I don't always remember. And also I said let's play. I don't really consider this, and I never plan on doing what I would consider to be a let's play. Is this the right way? No, that's gonna take us... I think that takes us to Tyranno Valley. For me, a let's play is... Now, there's a blind let's play, technically. Maybe what I do could be somewhat considered a blind let's play. But even then, not really, because with anything that's called a let's play, I feel that there's a higher bar for how much effort you have to put into it and what you have to do. Like, if I was going to do a blind let's play, I would want to show 100% of the game. Like, it has to be 100% run. And that is not something I'm generally interested in doing. And if something is not a blind let's play, that implies you know basically everything there is to know about the game, or at least a whole lot, and you're enhancing the experience of watching the game by that knowledge, showing everything there is that an average player might miss. That's just my own take on if something's called a let's play. That's what I would want. You gotta have a term that refers to what you're looking for. Wow, we're getting some new encounters. Kokatorimon. Giving us a nice bundle of XP, and we finally learned a Digivolve, XVmon. Unfortunately, we cannot use it. So we need to go to Pixiemon in order to swap that out. So is this the turnoff for Protocol Ruins? Yes. Especially, I think the fact that I use save states and I use fast forward, I wouldn't... For me, that is... I don't know, it's a little bit cheaty, and I don't really consider that worthy of even the term blind let's play. And it's not I'm saying that's how the game should be played, because obviously I don't play that way. But I think there is a certain standard when I think of what I would consider a let's play, so that's why I don't call anything that I do let's plays. I'm sure everyone was dying to know. Hey, look, it's Baronmon. Everyone was dying to know that. Well, I had to talk about something. You'd think that Death Stranding, a game about delivering things, you think that would involve so much movement and deliveries that there would be a lot of time to just talk, that I'd have to fill, like, talking about things, and turns out this game is even more so that way. Where did we find Baronmon? think it was over here. Look who it is. What? A bomb? Oh, a TNT chip. Sorry, I don't have all the ingredients. If I had a TNT ball, I could make it in a jiffy. We have a TNT ball. Oh, you got a TNT ball. Wait 1 sec. Snip, snip, cut, cut, ta-da! It's now a perfect Baronmon TNT chip. Well, good luck. I'll be rooting for you. Back to the swamp. I'd love to swap out and get that new evolution, but we can't. That's really unfortunate. What is the point of limiting it in that way? Is it just a technical limitation? I will forgive them if it's a technical limitation. Absolutely. But I don't see why, from a gameplay perspective, it needs to be limited like that. Why can't we just access the Piximon shop from anywhere? Why couldn't it be just a menu we can access? Was it a sort of architectural mistake they made? Technical architecture of the game that somehow made this not feasible? I just don't see a reason. It's not like you can... Oh. Yeah, well... No, you can't... You still can be limited to 3 in battle. But why can't we swap out what those 3 are? Why do we have to... And the fact that Piximon is... As far as I know, there's like only 2 places so far. Both on the far extremes of the current map. Yeah, wow, I've sure found a lot to complain about this game. At some point I have to think about whether I actually want to keep playing this game. I don't hate it. I do like Digimon. And it is Digimon. I probably like it more than Death Stranding. Probably. Or maybe it's almost on par. Which I did not recommend Death Stranding. That's not exactly a high bar. One of these days, maybe I'll have the opportunity to play a game that I actually like. But because I always play new games, and I'm hard to please. I have a hard time enjoying games. I don't want to use the term picky because that implies that maybe like, oh, these games just aren't good enough. But it's more that I just have a hard time enjoying games sometimes. I think the average person probably wouldn't want to use save states and fast forward, for example. But I couldn't play it if I didn't have those. Okay, how do we get to that? I keep talking about me and meta commentary, and I also don't like that a lot. Hey, we're right here. We just warped. Okay, so I placed the TNT chip over there. There's a hole in the wall. Now we can go in. Reliability spot. Just listening to the music. It's a nice little song. It reminds me of Stardew Valley. Hey, that's awesome! I got the Digi-Egg of Sincerity! Now I can call Submerimon and cross the ocean! Okay, so now we need to find where to use it. And I think we've seen them already. There's little docks throughout the game world. And the one we want to use is over near Suzaku City. Do we want to go to the city proper? If we do that, we have a lot of bits right now. But we don't want to spend them on the stuff there. We want to save them for the really good stuff that's at the black market. We could heal up. We have a decent amount of MP on Kodemon. And we can just heal using Patamon. So I'm gonna say let's just head straight for it. It's actually the Phoenix Bay. Still don't have this area memorized. That's right, okay. Now I know. It's the area with the ones and zeros, right? Here we are. And we finally can go to that place that we haven't seen. That we haven't explored very much. The Ether Jungle. Ah, since it's here, it's so close, we might as well go to Piximon. So there's, in my humble opinion, there's no need for Dinohumon anymore. We'll take XVmon. And I want to check what happens. I'm just going to pull it up. Digivolution guide here. So we got Greymon to level 10. Is there anything else we get by leveling Greymon? We can actually get Metal Greymon if Greymon hits 40. Skull Greymon if he hits 50. Okay, so they consider Skull Greymon. Huh. So it goes Metal Greymon to Skull Greymon is ultimate and then the next stage? Or is Skull Greymon also an ultimate? I've forgotten. Not enough of a Digimon fan to have all this memorized. I recognize things, but that's about it. Now if we get XVmon to level 5, we can get Paledramon. That's about it. So yeah, there's still reason to level Greymon. There's also reason to level Paledramon. Oh. But in order for us to get to level XVmon and to get Paledramon, but also for Paledramon we need Stingmon level 5. We don't have that yet. It would require Guardiandramon. Guardiangemon. Oh, so that's gonna be a... It's gonna be a long time before we get that, because Guardiangemon is... We have to get Kodemon up to level 40. That is not going to happen anytime soon. So maybe let's not bother with XVmon right now. Let's just focus on Greymon. I'll take XVmon though because they're new. And we'll keep Greymon loaded. Anything else to pick up while we're here? We could get accessories. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just really frustrated that I can't go to the black market here. We can't, I mean. We. Okay, Ether Jungle. Ooh, it's got a new ambience. It has those plants. Those are based on real plants. What are those called? They're like a sack filled with this liquid, and it lures the bugs in, but then they get stuck in the liquid at the bottom and slowly dissolved. They're a type of carnivorous plant. I remember those, but I don't remember what they're called. Hey kid, you know about the legendary gym? If you go there, your Digimon will get really strong. If my Digimon train there, they'll be invincible. I forgot what voice I was using for Keith. Oh. Woodmon giving us a run for our money. Oops. Triple fire. Awesome. That sounds like a good attack. Okay, so we need... Wow. Look at that. I love that sprite. That's so awesome. And it's also intimidating, so let's... Nope. Let's equip Kyukimon as our Battle Digivolve. Let's heal up. Save, and I believe this is War Growlmon, which we need in order to get the Guilmon DDNA. Arg! What do you want? I was having a good dream eating bread. Hey, Wargrowlmon, I got a favor to ask. Can I get Guilmon DDNA from your DDNA? No way. If you really want it, you gotta fight for it, kid. Okay. Look at that. Can we just, like, does everyone agree that 3D model looks horrendously terrible compared to the 2D sprite? Just look at it. It's not bad. Obviously, they did what they could with the limitations, but I just mean visually comparing them. So Wargrowlmon, what do we think is going to be good against? Doesn't Growlmon use, like, ice attacks? So maybe flame is what we want to use? He's got a lot of HP. Let's try cold. Don't really have any other options. That did better. Okay. And we're fast enough where we get 2 attacks in, so this battle is over. Yeah. That speed training really paid off. A measly 250 XP. Yeah, I won! That was a great battle. Okay, take this with ya. Yeah, I got the Guilmon DDNA. Thanks, Wargrowlmon. So... maybe we wait to actually turn in this DDNA. Just turning back on Greymon as our battle Digivolve. So we can get all those nice Greymon evolutions. Digivolutions. Not evolutions. South Cape. Probably where we want to go, because we're traveling by sea. That's Tamer Gordon. Haven't we fought Gordon before? Is he the jerk? Can I take him with Greymon? Heh heh. I flaked out from work and logged in. Then let's Digimon battle. That way I can forget all the bad things. Wow, they're teaching kids that work sucks. And that's normal. They're normalizing hating your job. Is that a good thing? Yeah, I think we'll take him just fine. They're not sending our best. They're not sending their best. Freedom is most precious to human beings. Is this a subtle message from the developers about their own working conditions? I guess it's not funny. Well, it's humorous in the way that it was intended to be humorous, commiserating. But it's not humorous in the sense that somebody who wrote that was probably not having a great time. Oh, a new gym. You want to do some training now. Is this really different than other places? Oh, yes. It is. I think we have some more options for what can be trained. Or is this due to something else? So as I recall, there's not much reason to train any of these stats because you can get these up pretty high with just items. Speed is always just a really good one. I was trying to find some discussion on like what people think is important to train. I think I'm just gonna keep training speed. No, it's really not, it really doesn't work differently. You might wonder why I'm doing it this way, where I reload and then I wait a little bit or I move around. I don't know how the game determines the random seed, but basically I'm trying to reload and make some changes that will change the results of the dice roll, because the randomness in, you know, it's an emulator. It kind of perfectly recovers the state of the game. So if we were to load and do the same exact things at the same exact time, I mean, it depends on how the emulation works, we'd probably get the same exact result, which would be a failed training, which we don't want. And it's worth mentioning because that was a huge deal in Digimon World 1. When people were trying to teach techniques to their Digimon, it was based on a... Oh, I think we're done. It was based on a random roll, but that roll was basically set in stone as soon as you went into the battle. So people were doing things like making a save right before they dealt the final blow to an enemy, and then seeing if they got the technique that they were looking for. And they didn't, they would reload, and after a while, it takes a while to realize that it's not working. But after a while, you start to realize, wow, the rate for... The other confounding factor is the rate for learning techniques was just so low in the first place that it really took a long time until you realized that it's actually not working. And so what you had to do is make the save before you actually entered the battle. And that was the way to really save scum learning moves. Or you could just honestly not even save scum, just leave and re-enter an area. But the problem with that is some enemies appear depending on the time of day. And time really matters in that game. Your Digimon has a lifespan. Once they start to get old, they're just gonna, you know, they're gonna turn back into a Digi-Egg. Thankfully here, that's not a thing. Now, it looks like we've hit a dead end, but this is where we use our shiny new egg. So let's see what happens. We didn't really get a good look at Submarimon. Ooh. What's going on? Am I controlling anything? How does this work? Oh, wow. So I have to press... it's like tank controls. Interesting. And I don't control our vertical position. The game just handles that automatically. That's cool. We get a good look at Submarimon. Submarimon. I don't know how they like to say it. Look at all these nice looking underwater areas. Not a great matchup for us. Well, maybe we're strong enough where it doesn't matter. We can just brute force. Yeah, we can. The nice thing about having such high speed is we'll just evade attacks. This is so weird. I had to just hold still and then he started to rise. Wow. So I was originally thinking, oh, it's going to be like a fast travel sort of thing. We're going to be able to fast travel, but no. You have to physically walk there. I was hoping there would be a quick route to get back to like the start of the game. And thus the black market. Oh wow, that was brutal. Well, that's not a good idea. Heat. There we go. Frost is the way to go. If I press that button. Okay, we're at the end. Where are we now? Look at that. So there was a part of the map that was going to fill in. We hadn't seen it yet. So there's this whole area here. West Sector, I guess it would be. And some new music. Well, maybe we'll stop here. That's a good point, I think. So we made our way over to a whole new sector. Finally, we got to take Submarimon on an underwater journey through here. We got the DDNA that's going to let us eventually get Guilmon as a partner, and we're all set to explore West Sector next time. And I also got repositioned my microphone, and it seems to be sounding a little bit better. I like how it's sounding, at least in my headphones right now. we'll see how the recording turns out, but it's nice. It's also a lot easier how I have it positioned to like move and access my mouse and see my screen. So we'll see what becomes of that. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next time on Digimon World 3.